Introducing VetHeal. Imagine your pet just had surgery. The vet places a bandage. Within an hour, your dog has ripped it off, licked the wound open, and you're back at the clinic. We've built a solution that makes this problem disappear. VetFilm is an antimicrobial wound film that applies wet, heals the wound, and then detaches on its own. No adhesive, no trauma, no risk if your pet swallows it. Let me show you what pet owners actually deal with. We surveyed 26 pet owners, and the numbers are striking. 92% have experienced wound issues with their animals. The number one complaint? 65% say their pet tears the bandage off within hours. 42% report gauze sticking to the wound, causing pain on removal. And here's what makes it worse. Conventional bandage materials are not safe if swallowed. With animals, that risk is constant and uncontrollable. 96% of these owners said they'd pay more for a product that solves this. And 100%, every single person, wants their vet clinic to switch to painless, modern dressings. So here's VetHeal, our answer. It works in 3 simple steps. Step 1. You apply the film wet. It conforms to the wound surface, like a second skin. Step 2. The film transfers moisture to the wound bed while releasing Xeroform, a proven antimicrobial agent that fights bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus. Step 3. As the wound heals, the film dries out and lifts away on its own. No pulling, no adhesive, zero trauma. And here's what makes VetFilm fundamentally different. It's made entirely from starch and polyvinyl alcohol. If your pet licks it or swallows a piece, it's completely safe. And after use, it biodegrades naturally. Zero waste. This isn't a concept. Daria Kuchinska developed VetFilm during her PhD in chemical engineering at KNUTD in Kyiv. More than 36 different compositions to find the optimal formula were tested. The results speak for themselves. Maximum antimicrobial scores, 10 out of 10, against both Staphylococcus aureus and E. coli, and complete inhibition of fungal strains including Candida albicans. We hold 1 granted patent with a 2nd application pending. This technology has already been validated in pilot production at Kovlar Group here in Kyiv, and behind it are 19 peer-reviewed scientific publications. The global animal wound care market is worth $1.5 billion and growing at 7.5% annually. Companion animals, dogs and cats, account for 64% of that market. And that market is actively looking for exactly what we've built: non-toxic, eco-friendly advanced wound dressings. Compared to traditional dressings, VetHeal wins on every dimension. No painful removal, safe if ingested, fully biodegradable, and produced at a fraction of the cost because our base material is modified potato starch. We're targeting 2 channels. First, B2B, direct sales to veterinary clinics, where 100% of surveyed owners want modern painless dressings to be used. Second, D2C, online sales direct to pet owners, where our survey shows most are willing to pay 100 to 200 hryvnias per unit. Now here's the exciting part. Our production cost is approximately 25 cents per unit. At a retail price of $2.50, that gives us a 90% gross margin. We reach break-even at just 2,200 units sold. Here's our roadmap. This year, we scale up the formula and run pilot clinical trials with partner veterinary clinics. By Q4, we pursue regulatory certification for Ukraine and the EU. And in 2027, we launch both direct to consumers and through clinics. To get there, we're asking for $5,000 in seed funding. $2,000 goes to lab materials and production scale-up. $2,000 to pilot veterinary trials, real-world testing with real animals. And $1,000 to regulatory filing and IP protection. VetHeal is a wound dressing that heals without hurting, that's safe enough to eat, and that leaves nothing behind. Not on the animal, and not in the environment. Smart healing for those we love. Thank you.